Thank you for joining Fintech Kickoff Startup Pitch hosted by MDEC, Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, and Fukuoka City Global Finance Center. I'm Kiko from Fukuoka City Global Finance Center, today's MC. We have Mumu, the director of GFC, Yoshi, and Shun at the GFC base. Before we start the event, I'd like to ask one thing. Please keep your microphone mute and turn off the video during the event. Before sharing today's agenda, please check the chat box. We posted the link for the feedback form of today's event, so please fill it in before you leave. Feel free to use the chat box to ask any questions during the event. The only we ask is please put the word question at the beginning of your inquiry in the message and before sharing it. Also, this chat box can be used for networking. Do you hear us? Or continue? Do you hear me or no? Ah, okay. Okay, so also, this chat box can be used for networking. So if you want to PR your project to all the participants, please put PR on the top of your message. If you're interested in certain PR messages, please communicate directly to the party you are interested in. Okay, let me start with sharing today's rundown briefly. Firstly, we'll explain general information of Fukuoka City Global Finance Center and MDEC. After our introduction, pitching session follows. Today, we'll welcome Motion Cloud, New XP, and Entervision. They'll have 15 minutes, 10 minutes to pitch and 5 minutes for Q&A session. So I would like to start with introduction of Global Finance Center. Fukuoka is now getting one of the most famous startup cities in Japan, and some of you might know well about us as Global Startup Center. Today, I would like to introduce us as Global Finance Center. Fukuoka City was nominated by the Japanese government as the candidate of the next global financial hub in Japan. Soon after the nomination, Fukuoka City formed Team Fukuoka in September 2020. And 1 month later, they formed a Global Finance Center. Team Fukuoka is a partnership among industry, academia, and municipalities aiming to attract international financial functions to Fukuoka City. Fukuoka's 7 main large corporations and Kyushu University are also members of the Team Fukuoka. Global Finance Center is a contact window and executive unit for your project. We work as a part of your team. Even though you are willing to start your project in Japan, you do not know whom you should talk to. Do not hesitate to contact us, Global Finance Center. We are happy to assist you. Our services are very wide range and available at any stage of your business. We support your startup visa application. After arriving at Fukuoka, we have meetings every month to solve any problems you will face. These days, it's been said that it's getting more and more difficult to open bank accounts for both individuals and corporate. However, we have a good relationship with local banks, so we manage to support opening bank account without any problems. We also offer our unique business matching services. According to expectations, We will try to find your potential partners in our network, and we propose the best way of your collaboration for both parties. These business matching services are available for any stage of your business. Even though you are in Malaysia, you don't have companies in Fukuoka, our business matching services are available. When you implement financial project at foreign market, complying with regulation is very important, but they can be very complicated. However, we have a lawyer in Global Finance Center team who is a specialist of financial sector. We can support you with professional insight. Now, some of you may be wondering why Fukuoka? What is the advantage of starting with Fukuoka? So we should say these are our advantages: safety, quality of life, and existing startup ecosystem. The safety, it can be said like the low risk of natural disasters. Unlike other big cities like Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka is the only city located in the Japan seaside, and we have less earthquakes. For example, that's why we already have some data centers of Tokyo-based big enterprises. Compared to the big cities like Osaka, Tokyo, Fukuoka is much smaller, but this is the big advantage of us. It's not crowded, less competitive, and living cost is much more affordable and reasonable. We also have strong communities. Once you get into the community, it's easy to make new networks. Fukuoka City is surrounded by rich nature. Mountains and beaches are very close from the city center. So we believe our city will be a perfect place for middle and back offices and remote workers as well. Our existing startup ecosystem is great advantage of Fukuoka City. Fukuoka City declared to become a startup city in 2012, and now we are known as one of the most famous startup cities in Japan. We have a special visa for entrepreneurs called Startup Visa. Startup Visa provides you at least 6 months to 1 year period to do market research and prepare for starting your business here in Japan before you invest. Fukuoka City has a project that supports proof of concept in the city. As you can see, the movement of Team Fukuoka, public and the private sectors are working closely here. For example, Fukuoka Financial Group introduced the first digital bank as the local bank in Japan. It's natural to have digital banks or mega banks these days. However, starting a completely new business as a local bank is very challenging. But Fukuoka has an environment that encourages to start something new. That's why the first digital local bank was emerged from this town. As you can see, Fukuoka has the atmosphere to support the willingness to try something new and accept and adapt the challenges. So Victory Asset Management Japan Company Limited is established in Fukuoka in February 2021 as a subsidiary of Victory Security Holding in Hong Kong. We at Global Finance Center are supporting the expansion of their business in the Japanese market. They are now applying for the license of Type 2 financial instrument business. One of their business is to sell securities of foreign funds, including their parent company, to the Japanese investors. To do so, they need to get the license of Type 1 financial instrument business. It is very delicate and difficult to get a Type 1 license. Moreover, the most business of Victory Asset Management Japan could be conducted under Type 2 license. That's why we at the Global Finance Center considered a few strategies to make this system possible, starting with the financial specialized lawyers and offering the solution to the Victory Asset Management Japan and the Victory Security Holdings. We support and propose the realistic and the fastest way to start a business here in Fukuoka. So Fukuoka City is the place that you can start fast, start easy. And Global Finance Center is always happy to assist you. If you're interested in starting business in Fukuoka, please do not hesitate to contact us. Okay, so now I'd like to welcome MDEC. Yes.
Hello, hi. Can you share this? Can you see the slides?
Yes. Yes.
This is. I'm sorry, cannot move the slide. Hold on, yeah.
I can see your screen and I can hear you.
So this is not the first slide. Hold on, yeah. Give me 1 minute. Right, can you see the slides?
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fukuoka Global Finance Center team, to have us today. We are from MDEC, more than happy to share what we have today. We look forward for a close collaboration between MDEC and Fukuoka. Okay, today we will share a bit about MDEC. The first one.
Rolf, would you mind to share your screen? I mean, open your video.
Can you share the slide now?
Yes, but can you just show your face?
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, thanks.
Can see now?
Yes.
All right. Okay, all right. So, yeah. As a single entity, ASEAN countries is almost half of the world best performing developing economies. The digital economy in ASEAN is targeted to be slightly over USD 360 billion by 2025, mainly due to e-commerce, financial services, and logistic activities. ASEAN represent the world's third largest population and workforce and fifth largest economy with slightly over 600 plus million population. So as part of ASEAN countries, Malaysia aspires to be the digital hub for ASEAN and lead the nation digital growth. So basically, we are trying to say that through Malaysia, we are reaching throughout Southeast Asia, which consists of 600 million population. This is a journey of MSC Malaysia. We started back in 1996, whereby we start to spur the ICT economy in Malaysia. In 1997, we received investment from few companies like NDT to have present in Malaysia. In 2004, we have ethically, Malaysia ranked number 3 at ethically global service location index. In 2008, we have more than 2,000 plus MSC status companies. Amongst them are Dell, ExxonMobil, HSBC, Standard Chartered, and IBM. In 2015, we have more than 4,000 plus MSC status companies. Among the brands is Google, Microsoft, Bandai Namco, and Huawei. In 2017, we launched a digital free trade zone. Alibaba ventures into Malaysia. We launched a Malaysia Digital Hub to shift economy toward technology. And then in 2019, Malaysia Tech Company featured under 2019 Forbes Asia 200 Best. There's a few companies that has us there as well. For last year, the Malaysia government launched the Digital Economy Blueprint. It's called My Digital, to transform Malaysia into a digital-driven, high-income nation by 2030. This will complement the existing national development policies and initiatives. Some of the key targets by 2025 are to create or attract 2 unicorn, growing 5,000 startups with the purpose of solving social and environmental issues. Through the creation of IP, this will nurture and upskill digital talent in the creative industry. To have average growth of 8% in digital content export, with the goal of making Malaysia the regional hub. And lastly, to make Malaysia the Fintech gateway to the ASEAN regional by establishing the Fintech Innovation Acceleration Program. Part of My Digital Roadmap, we have National Infrastructure Plan called Jendela. In short, the name is Jalinan Digital Negara. This came about when during peak of COVID, we saw that there is a need of risk of digital infrastructure and improve on some gap of prepare the country to be better equipped in the digital economy. Jendela is a comprehensive 5 years plan to address the needs of demand for better quality for both fixed and mobile broadband coverage. Other than ensuring daily activities to continue, operating business online and student education, as well as to stay in touch with families and friends, this will also bring a positive impact to traditional industries into adapting technology and improve overall operational efficiency. For phase 1, we are targeting to upgrade current infrastructure to have 96.9 of nationwide coverage, increasing mobile speed, and to have 7.5 million premises nationwide with high speed of access. And in phase 2, once the infra upgrade is completed, we will rolling out 5G tech and will positively impact a chain of business and industries of example IR 4.0, smart cities, healthcare, and education. This is a MDEC strategic trust. MDEC is a government agency with priorities in the digital economy, and we have transformed from a digital startup nation to one of the leading digital economies in ASEAN through our initiative and program, which are mainly guided by these 3 main pillars. The first one is Digital Skilled Malaysia. The second one is Digital Powered Business. And the third one is Digital Investment. The first is to ensure Malaysia are equipped with the essential digital skill, whether through upskilling or reskilling program. The second one is we provide end-to-end support for business via market access, funding facilitation, creating support ecosystem for companies here in Malaysia, growing of startup, enable SME to digitalize their business, and helping scale up companies in their expansion effort. Finally, digital investment, where we are aiming to attract companies in the vertical of digital creative contents, data centers, and innovative companies to set up their office in Malaysia. In line with the objective of My Digital Blueprint, on July 19, 2021, MDEC announced a 5-year plan to explore new driver of growth in the digital economy, geared toward enhancing Malaysia's digital economy. We have identified the technologies which will enable growth of these key sectors, namely cloud and data center, AI, IoT, cybersecurity, drone tech, robotic and automation, blockchain, VR, and AR. With this tech enabler, we are we have 9 industry sectors where digitalization will have the highest impact on the investment, job creation of Fortune 500 companies, and contribution to GDP. And one of the many ways of achieving this is through mutually beneficial partnership between Malaysia and Japan for bilateral exchanging of technology, knowledge transfer, and market access. This is the initiative from MDEC to develop companies in the industry sector and the tech focus. Gateway, access, invest, and nurture. Market access, we support tech companies in market expansion and internationalization. Curated market access across staff ecosystem and business matching with partners such as trade chambers, government agencies, venture capitalists, private funders, buyers, system integrator. To date, we have more than $1 billion export revenue since 2015. For number 2, corporate innovation and community building. Under access, corporate innovation, form engagement with over 100 corporate partners ranging from telco to agriculture. To date, MDEC has assisted organizations in tackling 75 problem statements, in addition to creating nearly 1,300 opportunities for relevant tech companies and signing 5 MOU through mixed program. Community building, to support MDH in Malaysia Digital Hubs through initiatives such as Mentor Plus, Founder Grindstone, and My Digital Workforce in My WIT program, as well as connecting them to MDEC partners such as Microsoft, RHL Ventures, and Seedstar. The last one is funding facilitation, invest matching, a curation of funding stage and verticals by MDEC. Found 54 venture capital partners for tech companies raising funding in 2021. Alternative funding, partnering 14 equity crowdfunding and P2P financing platform to promote alternative financing during peak of COVID. Founder Grindstone program to help enhance the capability and eligibility of startups to investors and VC to industry engagement. And then the last one is tech ecosystem enrichment. Under nurture, we grow and diverse tech company sectors such as healthcare, drone tech, AI, and others. Capability development for tech founders via mentoring and influential mentors. MDEC will continue to partner with valuable ecosystem builder like Fukuoka Global Finance Center to enhance the development of Malaysia companies to become global champion. So in a summary, this is what we did in MDEC. So if you have more further inquiries, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you. So let's move on the pitching session. So let me welcome the first presenter, Motion Cloud.
Hi, everybody. Can you all hear me well?
Yes, we do.
Great. So now let me share my screen.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Share my right screen here. Can you see my screen? Could you see the presentation?
Yes.
Yes, we can see your presentation.
The blue one, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can start. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Lex, founder and CEO of Motions Cloud. Before I started Motions Cloud, I was an insurance claim manager over 5 years. Yeah. And that's where I learned about insurance claim management, inspection, and so on. Yeah. So what Motions Cloud is, we provide a damage assessment automation engine for property and vehicle inspection and claims. And why Motions Cloud today? Motions Cloud today is a global company. We are serving clients around the world. Yeah, and what you can see is Japan is still missing there. That's why we are here. Yeah, and our customer are insurance company, fleet operators, and airlines. So I think for the fintech sector, I think insurance companies are very relevant to what the fintech area that you're all looking at. Yeah, and we are looking at. Yeah. And so these are the common damage object we're looking at, right? So in the industry, what's the issue? The issue is estimated over 30 billion US dollar that the industry spending on processing, inspection, and claims globally and annually. It's a big, huge issue. Why? Because it's a very complex and tedious process to do inspection for vehicle, for insurance companies, for airlines, and for fleets, all this vehicle. And take over 10 days on average, and then it lead to a poor customer experience. And not just that, insurance industry especially, they are insuring and paying claims on the pre-existing damages of the vehicle, right? So it's one of the leading insurance fraud in the industry. So for that reason, we created Motions Cloud. We help insurance company, fleet operators, and airlines to automate inspection and damage assessment process with 4 technology modules. So the IoT connectivity modules, augmented reality, self-service mobile web app, AI damage assessment, and also live video inspection. So these 4 modules can be connected to existing system through APIs. So we don't replace existing system. And together with for this module and these 6 simple steps, we can automate and streamline the process. First thing first, we provide an IoT modules, IoT external device or telematics connected car. This device or connected car will automate the damage notification or FNOL. So this is not an OBD device, but it's a device that put underneath the windshield, inside the car underneath the windshield. And this device will actually understand like the direction, the impact, acceleration, deacceleration, then we can measure the impact of the damage of the vehicle, and automatically notify the fleet operators or insurance company directly, and they know what's first inside of the accident. Next is we put all, then the driver will get an SMS or email real time, and they click on the link and open on the web browser and start the self-inspection process, vehicle self-inspection process. And then this is a white label solution, and this is not an app, this is a mobile web app. Very easy and simple for the driver to take a picture, and we have an augmented reality feature to help the driver take a picture in the right angle and right distance. So it's very easy and simple, and we can have a standardized picture, just like an expert that actually come to the scene and take a picture. But nowadays, driver can do it themselves. And then after that, this picture will put it in an AI assessment platform utilizing computer vision technology, deep learning technology. The condition of the car will be determined by the AI. Is it replace? Is it repair for the specific car parts? And then with the help of the local pricing provider, we can actually given like how much it costs to actually fix this specific car in almost real time. And the claim manager behind the scene can view it and then can approve it. And of course, this also can be automated, depends on the threshold that we set. And then for slightly complicated cases or unclear cases, a live video inspection can be performed by the expert or claim manager or the fleet operators with the driver, so to further inspect. And like after the AI verification, settlement can be also automated with the cash payment to the driver directly, or we can recommend a repair shop that's around the corner as well. And the other use cases will be underwriting cases. Like we have use cases for used car insurance. For underwriting, where one extra step for the policyholder to perform a video self-inspection to activate the policy. For fleet and rental use case, driver can perform a vehicle pre-inspection before the trip. And with this solution, right, at the damage and claims event, dispute can be avoided with a speedy compensation and resolution. So we also have other use cases like property and household underwriting and claims, smartphone insurance underwriting and claims, and luggage insurance underwriting and claims. So we have already deployed this in the production, or we are doing pilot with customers. So what's the value here? On average, we already save 1.5 hour working time per case on these events. And we have $80 per case that we are saving on the processing. and we have 4.5 star over 5-star user rating. So our business model is hybrid. We have a subscription plus pay per case per modules. And why Motions Cloud is unique because we are leveraging IoT sensor data to streamline damage assessment and reduce fraudulent cases. We automate damage evaluation through computer vision technology and deep learning technology. We have augmented reality feature to help for the web application, and no app being installed. So we have won some award, local award, international award. Gartner names one of the insurance co-vendors, and we have our investor helping us to build a global company. And we also sign partners that are ready to help us scale globally. So we have a great team to succeed. Myself, former insurance claim manager, serial entrepreneur, followed several companies in the past. Dr. Alexis, former CEO of a claim management company. He also a senior entrepreneur, sold 2 companies in the past. We have a Pablo, Chief AI Officer, over 8 years experience in AI application development, and we have Sarah, over 8 years experience in software application development. We have another 35 team members that are working tirelessly every day to make it happen. We also have a great advisor on our board, on the venture building, on the enterprise sales, also M&A. And this is Motions Cloud. We're really looking forward to explore in this call, really explore that if we can, looking for partners. So we're looking for partner insurance company as a partners, fleet operators as a partner, or even airlines, that we can do a POC and proof of concept, and then move this forward, and after that we can explore how we can work together.
Thank you for your presentations. Hi, I'm Yoshi of the GFC.
Hi.
So I have questions about your services. So
please.
You showed the module 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So to start to use your services, the driver have to install the module 1, 2, 3, 4, everything.
No. So we are working with insurance company, fleet operators, and airlines, right? So according to the depends on the customers. If they only wanted module number 1, they only can choose module number 1 only. They have number 2, number 3, number 4. They can choose one of them. In case which one bring the most value. And of course, we will recommend them a package because it will really make more value. But of course, insurance company and airline and fleet operator, they can choose which module that they like.
Okay. So as for the module 1, so I thought that one devices. So that devices cannot cover the exteriors outside. So how to analyze the outside of the car?
So this device it is attached under the windshield. You can see it from the image above, right? And this is usually applicable more to the fleet rather than the individual car, because some people, they just feel like a device and the car that tracking me all the time is not uncomfortable. But for the fleet, it's a business use case, then it's fine. And then this device only track like where the direction that has been hit. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, until 8. And then what's the acceleration, deceleration, the speed, and then the direction. With this, we can calculate the impact of the damage. But of course, with this, we cannot know like what kind of damage it is. But we will have like significant, severe, or cosmetic damage. The device will tell, but we do not know exactly. And that's where that this like web app come up, that we can do the driver can do an inspection, take a picture, and then AI will actually scan and identify where is the damage. And then with this, AI, they only can see outer damage. They cannot don't know what's inside. But with the AI IoT device, we know exactly, because we can measure the impact. Then we know that maybe the absorber already damaged. Even the internal suspension can be damaged also because of the impact that we calculated from the device.
Okay. Thank you for your explanation.
Thank you.
Also, I also have another question.
Please.
And then you already have the many corporations in many countries. So how do you achieve to get the clients in all over the world.
Okay.
So what is the most advantage of the product?
Yeah. So first thing first, we scale globally because we do quite digital marketing, also enterprise digital marketing using LinkedIn, or Sync, or whoever the countries that they use. So this is one thing. And the other thing is myself, one of the InsurTech influencer, on the social media. So I was quite everywhere promoting the company. And that's one way that we reach out. And the other way is we're very active on pursuing innovation campaign and innovation program that are introduced by the corporates, because now big corporate, they have a lot of innovation program they want to do POC, and also some of the corporate also supported by the government provide some fund to fund the POC. So this is very, very much a good initiative to help the big corporate that is not so innovative or want to be innovative, that we can help. So this is one way that we actually reach out to these big corporates. And for the second question, why we are unique, right? Because we are leveraging IoT sensor, IoT device data, and together with the AI technologies. Usually, the competitor they have is either they have IoT or either they have deep learning technology to evaluate damages, but they do not have both. And the third one is about augmented reality features to help to take the standardized pictures, because if you don't have this, customer can take any kind of pictures and the AI cannot detect it. Yeah. So we use augmented reality feature to guide the customer to take the right picture in a way, the standardized way as possible, and the AI can actually detect it more accurately. So together with IoT sensor data, you get a very possible reduce the fraud and so on.
I have a question about your business model. You mentioned that there's a subscription and the paper case per module. So is it for the insurance companies, right? It's not for the individuals, the users.
No, we do not sell directly to individual. We sell to corporations. Yeah. So let's say you are the fleet company. You're managing 2,000 fleets, right? Then we work with the fleet companies. Then they will be paying this, not the user. Yeah. And of course, if we work with insurance company and the insurance company wanted to sell this device or sell these services to the end client, so these are the different discussions. We have to have a strategy, how to convince the end client to purchase all this. Yeah. So we're mainly selling our solution to the corporation.
Okay, thank you.
Two questions. In the first, at the beginning you mentioned your services connected to the API, so that I thought you don't have any UI. But afterwards you said you had web apps, so they're a little bit confusing.
Sure. Let me explain a bit. Yeah. So these are modules. Yeah, these are modules. So these modules are actually kind of functionality. Yeah. So for example, let's say a fleet company or insurance company or airline, they would like a new function. They would like a new function that where they can communicate with the device. Then we have this module with common APIs, and then they would like a web application that can send it to the customer directly, and customer can take the pictures, and then in the end, they just receive the result of the assessment. So with this, the insurance company system will trigger that, send an SMS to the client. Client get the SMS, but the SMS is actually from us, and then everything is white label. So we're still white label to the insurance company that we work with, and they take a picture of everything and then finish. Once everything finished, still on the front end, you see it's still on the front end. And then once it's finished, we send all the information back to the insurance company. So that's why there's still APIs over here.
All right, so can I understand that you had three options? First, only API. Second option, only web app. Third option is the API plus web app. Am I right?
Yes, okay. Correct.
Okay, second question, threshold amount. So if the damage is $100, I understand that. But the damage is quite serious, and it might cost $10,000. It's quite expensive. Do you have any threshold amount? Of course, it is decided by the insurance company, but what is the experience?
Sure. So when we suggest this cost, right, we actually open the option where some insurance company, they want to check every cases, even $100 they want to check. It's fine. That's their choice. Some of them, they say, you know what? Anything that below $1,000 US, we want to automate the settlement. That's also fine. Yeah. And usually the threshold is between 1,000 to 3,000 US. And of course, depends on the country, right? It depends on the insurance company. Yeah. So we suggest usually it's around 1,000 to 2,000 US. You can automate the settlement, and then above that somebody can check.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your explanation. So we would like to introduce your project to the Tokyo Marine. Then we'll get back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay.
Any fleet companies that possible? Fleet and airlines, fleet operators.
Let's focus
car rental. Car rental company.
Well, but from our network, let me start like step by step. So we'll like to start with the Tokyo Marine, the insurance company first. Then let's discuss how we can support more. Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on the let's welcome the second presenter, New XP.
Okay, very good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me and see my slides?
Yes, we can see you. We can hear you and we can see your screen.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thanks. So, very good evening to everyone. So, thanks for the opportunity given to me to pitch to all of you today, and also to guide you all of you through on how New XP connects users to global banking and lifestyle services. So, before that, I'm Jeremy, the co-founder and CEO for New XP. So the problem that we are looking to solve today is basically what we see not only in terms of digitalization of banking, but also the internationalization of the banking industry. So like what the GFC has shared earlier, like for example, things like opening the account, especially in a foreign jurisdiction, can be a very challenging. And not only that, when you actually go through like repeated onboarding process, whether with one or multiple financial institution, so as a user, you would have to go through that level of processes. And not only that, especially being new to a country, whether you are there for travel or for business, usually as an international traveler you wouldn't download that local applications, and that is where we are looking to be the bridge in order to connect, I mean, like international users to the domestic ecosystem. And that is where we come up with this solution, which is the New XP platform. It is an omni-channel application, fully digitalized, and provides that access to the users cross-border in the jurisdictions that we are entering in. So, but of course, one of the unique selling proposition here is that we are also offering concierge services on the platform as well to basically assist users during their entire journey abroad. So in terms of the different our value proposition, so how do we enter the different markets is basically through the partnership model. So we do work, I mean, like on both angles. On the financial side, we do work with financial institutions in various markets, but of course, taking into account the local regulation as well. So on the side, on the other side, we also work with the various lifestyle providers. So in this case, lifestyle providers could be any B2C facing applications that is available for integration into our application. So maybe I can give an example of a use case whereby a user who is going to a country, say for example, like in Japan or even like in China, whereby there are certain limitations with regards to the access and also the language, and that is where we are embedding this particular application into our platform. And how we basically do it is based on the banking as a service model. So what we do is that basically all the respective components within the platform itself are actually integratable via APIs. And aside to that, the global access, so we are actually actively speaking to partners around the globe. So we have already like established partnerships in both the North America region and also the Europe region, basically to connect the Asian community in these two locations. So likewise, we are also making our en route to this some of the Asian countries as well. And in terms of the competitive advantage, so I would want to highlight here is that aside to being being compared to another digital banking or other banking platforms out there. So our main aim here is that not only to have that both banking and lifestyle offering, but also to have it cross jurisdiction. So meaning that changing the settings or even changing the locations is just a matter of detecting the location of the user in that particular platform. And the other thing is that we are also going for the ethical banking approach to cater to our offerings in the Middle East region. In terms of our market size, we are actually part of the $250 billion market. So our focus here is basically the international immigrants market. So here we are looking at students, expats, their families, and also businesses who are going cross-border. And our business model is basically based on the B2B2C. So what on the user side, we do have, of course, access is free, but we do have on a subscription basis as well for the users in offering that personalized concierge service when they are abroad. And nevertheless, like I mentioned just now, we do have a lot of strategic partnerships and collaborations. In terms of the integrations, there are a couple of methods that we work together with our partners. So for example, we do things like revenue share, or even there are some partners who are not, say, for example, they are not fully digitalized. So we do also contribute part of their digitalization process, and that would also come in the form of a monthly service fees. And these are some of our milestones. We have actually just recently rolled out the lifestyle offering. So as for the banking offering, we are in the final stages in deploying them in North America, and likewise we are also in active discussions with our European banking partners. So, and this is the same that we are looking as well to establish similar communications in other jurisdictions as well. And the team is led by myself. So I have another two co-founders, and I have colleagues that are supporting me as well. So how this project actually started is basically come from a personal experience. So and the challenges, especially when we are looking to even set up our own bank account, say for example in Singapore and in the US. And not only that, even the challenges still remain today, especially on the lifestyle side. So a couple of months ago, myself and my colleagues, so we were in the Middle East, and we couldn't have access to the local application just because we do not have, for example, a local phone number. And that is the challenges that we are looking to address through one single platform. And this is our 5-year projection. So we are looking at establishing our footprint into at least 20 geographical locations. So to date, we have already like about 5, and we're looking to expand more, and also adding different offerings as part of our product roadmap. And what are we looking for our in terms of the support? So we are looking at the market entry to Japan. Why we actually choose Japan as one of our base is because we are looking at serving, like at the initial phase, the students, for example, Malaysian students or even Asian students who are studying in Japan, and likewise, supporting, like cross-border businesses who are looking to enter the market as well. So, but of course, to facilitate this, we would need to get connected, I mean, like with the local partners. So in this case, the partners here are like what we did for the other jurisdiction would be the education institutions and also the lifestyle providers. So the lifestyle here is that basically any services that could add value to our target market, we basically want it to digitalize them and to embed that offering into our platform. And of course, we are also looking for mentorship as well from someone who is very familiar with the local market environment as well. And I just cover a bit about the company. So we have we just started. I mean, just after the pandemic. I mean, just before the global lockdown in early 2020. So to date, I mean, we have already established our presence in both North America and Europe, being a Malaysian company ourselves. And these are some of the recognitions that we have gotten over the past 1 or 2 years. And our exposure to global and regional events. This is basically how we basically connect with all our ecosystem partners. And this is some of the snapshots of us being in the media. Okay, so that actually concludes my presentation, and happy to take on any questions.
Hi, thank you very much for your presentation, Jeremy. My question is, so who are your actual customers? Is it
Yeah, thanks for your question. So our customers here would be the students, expats, their families, and also businesses who are looking to go cross-border.
The second question is, you would have to partner with some banking institutions.
Yeah, yes. In order for us to provide that, let's say the wallet or the banking services, we would need to partner with the financial institution. But nevertheless, in some of the jurisdiction where there is, say, for example, there's no clear guideline as with regards to such integrations, or maybe the regulations does not permit that. So what we will do is that we will go on the non-banking approach first. So which means that we will have the tie-ups with I mean, like the lifestyle ecosystem partners.
By lifestyle ecosystem partner, what do you exactly mean by that?
Okay, so say for example, maybe I can share with you like some of our partners. Say for example, a partner who would be able to say provide us access to the local accommodation. So local accommodation meaning, say if a student wants to look for a student accommodation in particular, so then we would have those inventory reflected on our platform. Or the other thing that we are also like in discussion is whereby we are seeing the issuance of say for example public transportation tickets by way of a QR code to be available on our platform. So these are some of the example of the use cases. The other one would be the attraction booking as well. So whereby say users who are in, let's say in Japan, so they wanted to maybe say purchase a Tokyo Disneyland or Disney Sea ticket. So they can actually do it on our platform on the spot as well. So but of course they have the option to do it earlier as well.
Going back to the first question on your consumers, so then would this be kind of like a one-time payment off the App Store, or is this like a monthly? Is there plans, or how do you achieve or revenue?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So basically, our revenue component is coming from a couple of angles. So of course, on the user side, we do have a subscription plan to access the concierge services. So what the concierge services here is that basically we have a member of our team to assist users in some of the stuff. So maybe they are not familiar with the platform, or maybe they do not know what are they supposed to do, and that is where the concierge services would assist. So that is the first thing in terms of the monthly subscription. And then the next thing is that for everything that is being purchased or transacted online, so then there would be also some form of revenue sharing with the respective partners whose services is on board our platform.
For example, I'm in Malaysia, I'm a student, okay? I'm living in Malaysia. I download your app and now I have to fly to London. What can I do?
Okay, so say for example, because London is an area that we have not covered yet. So, but maybe I can give you a use case. So, assuming we have already that relationship with London, so what would
Okay,
happen is
maybe
that,
Singapore, maybe from the Kuala Lumpur to the Singapore. If it's easier,
Yeah.
you just take this example.
Okay, sure. Okay, so let's say if a user who wants to go to Singapore, so then they if assuming I would assume that the entire product roadmap is there. So the first thing that they would do is that if I'm going for study, I can first enable my Singapore bank account. So that is the first thing, or probably a local Sing dollar wallet. And then the second thing is that when I'm in Singapore, or I would be able to access say the local say transport like Grab and all that, but Grab may not be a suitable case in this area is because of they already have a presence in Southeast Asia, but this would apply for people who is outside Southeast Asia, whereby if somebody from North America comes to either Malaysia or Singapore, they do not have the Grab application, but they only have the Uber application. So instead of downloading that application and instead of setting up the account and do all sorts of stuff, they can basically connect through our application in order to access to some of these local services.
Okay, so anyway, you want to explore the Japan market, right? So then we wanted to know, not now, sort of because of the time, yeah. So then what kind of service you plan to provide in Japan? So the same as the Singapore example, right? To do that, so that if you want to set a company in Fukuoka or the other city in Japan, anyway, we can help you. Okay. Also, I think so that your service is new sort of partner, maybe the bank or airline company or sort of the Airbnb, whatever. Okay. So once you give me the sort of list, okay, we can think about it. We can discuss later. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after this event, please send us those the information, then we can discuss how we can support. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you. So okay, so we have the final startup for today, Entervision.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I muted. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? And can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this wonderful opportunity. This is Beinformatica. The project name is Entrevision. This is Fumiko. I'm the CEO of Beinformatica. So we offer in the platform a human resources-based assessment process, and we use a psychometric test as for assessment for loan, and we offer the digital microfinance. So our mission is to provide the service for entrepreneurs who have ambition. So we try to solve the financial inclusion. So we focus the microfinance using the different type of updated technology. Also, we focus more women entrepreneurs and also with the financial literacy tools to enhance the women empowerment. Okay, so our corporate structure is two. First of all, we have a holding company in Japan. So Beinformatica, we set up at Tokyo, then 2020. Also, we have a subsidiary in Malaysia. That we have a license, a money lending license from government ministry, KPKT. And then we started the 2019 actual microfinance operation in Malaysia. we addressing the issue, social issue, especially for the financial inclusion of SMEs, small business owners. We recognize only 33% of SMEs can access the traditional banking loan because of the banks require the very high standard of credit score, previous historical credit score or financial status or experience. So it's quite too high for small SMEs. So then that's something, the barrier for access loan. Also, if you go the lenders, a lot of illegal money lenders in Malaysia, they call the loan shark. So they're gonna charge the very enormously huge amount of interest rates, and then it makes very troubles. And only 28% of women have some confidence for financial plan when they start some business. So because of lack of opportunity for financial literacy. So we have a platform, we offering the solution for these three issues. First of all, for banks, also ourselves, and we have some new solution for assessment process. We use a psychometric test for assess the personality, also the the responsibility for the repay back loan. So later we express more in detail. Also, we have a platform providing the microfinance under the governmental regulation. So very safely, quickly, we offering loan. Also, we have some educational tools by video. And so we have an opportunity to learn something, the latest, the regulations, also the financial literacy for, especially for women, small entrepreneurs. So here, the circle, what's the psychometric test itself? So it's basically focused on the characteristics or personality. Mainly, we focus analyzing the three characteristics. First, entrepreneurship and how they develop their business itself. And secondly, we focus on financial literacy, how much they understand the how can I say, the number of the sales or fixed cost, also the buffer of the cash flow. So then accurately how they analyze of the how much they can earn the loan. Also the compliance sense. So we focus these three characteristics to use 10 minutes digital queries and to assess their score. And we more focus the future rather than past. So the future means how they determine this repay back loan. So we're thinking about this thinking process to how they make a decision for the repay back loan. So this is the questionnaire, the sample. So we use this type of things and then ask questions then to use 5-degree queries. And then it instinctively, we promoting the borrowers to answer these questions. So it usually takes only 10 to 15 minutes to answer all of the 47 questions. And then this is the score. So we show them for the three characteristic breakdown, more in detail, then so they can analyze, compare with the average score into the individual score to recognize themselves more easier. As for the banking sector, they get the score. So we provide a sub-score and also total score. So bank sector then can easily to judge the score in front of this results sheet. So this is the how the track. So the past track of how much we disbursed loan in the last 1 year. So we started the operation from May last year. So until now, so we provided 38, actually 41 by May. Then 41 project we offering loan, and one loan package is around 10K ringgit. So it means around 300,000 yen. So it's for us for the one packages and for one loan for business owner. And then the total amount is around 93,000 US dollars overall. So this is the result. So actually by May, we have non-performing loan, 2 non-performing loan actually. So still under control. So here is a testimony for 2 ladies. And then so among 50% of loan goes to women, and then around 60% of women are involved with F&B business, then so they use for expansion of the business capacity, or they use the loan for the preparation for the next events in the malls. All of them cannot access the traditional bank's loan, then they come to us, and to after getting good score by assessment process, then they acquire the loan from us. So here is the business model. So we have a two business model. One is microfinance. So microfinance, we following the regulation rule up to 18% per annum as the interest rates. So we offering the 16.8 as interest rates plus 3% as admission fee. So totally around 19.8% as a total charge for the one customers. So, and we have a cost, financial cost, default, SGA. So totally around 12 to 14 as a cost, and profit rates around 6 to 8%. Another business model is for the platform for BaaS, for the banks or money lender sector. So we promoting our platform as for assessment process for loan. So we targeting the banks, money lenders. And so it's maybe we have a two price for, one is Malaysia, another one is for Japan. So maybe we can differentiate it. So somehow to charging for the first initial cost, and also the annual fee for monthly fee, and also the transaction fee per shot. So this is a two cost, how can I say, the fee structure for the banks. So here is a team, and so me and Wamu Manjul, so we are the co-founder of this journey, and I taking for the banking sector, the business strategy, other things, and Manju taking care of the IT and as a CTO. We have 3 operations in Malaysia, and we have an IT team in Bangladesh and 3-4 system engineer there. Also, Japan side, we have 2, how can I say, the mentor of, so they give us some strategy support for me, and also one more person, and Suhi taking care of that as a CMO. So, and also we have a marketing team in Malaysia. So usually we focus these ladies and gentlemen as an event organizer. So they have the contract with the malls, then, so they have providing the space for the small entrepreneur, small business owners. So then, so they, every month they have 10 or 15 persons, they allocated the space. So they give us a very good referral for very trustable, reliable person. So then we will easily to assess. And also we use assessment process, psychometric test to examine their score. Then we decided to disperse loan or not. So overall, 60 to 70% of our customers coming from this network currently. And in the near future, we focus more digital EC platform and to more expanding our marketing market. So then maybe the physical and also digital, and we try to expand in the network in the near future. So here, Japan, we seek for the support for the market entry, and especially in Japan, we try to do the selling the platform for the financial institutions. So we're seeking for some business partners to do the POC with us. So this is the one, and also that we seek for the mentors who do who support the entrepreneur for this journey as a startup. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. So you also start a similar similar system in Japan. Is my understanding correct?
Correct.
But you just want to sell this platform, so you are not lender.
Yes, we don't do any operation microfinance loan. We don't do in Japan.
In Malaysia, yes. In Japan, no. Right?
Right.
Okay, I got it. So then you were expecting to lend money up to the 300,000 Japanese yen as a threshold amount,
right?
Something like that. Sorry, because you are willing to lend money to the sort of entrepreneurs, and 300,000 Japanese yen, not big money. And what is expectation? Why they need 300,000 Japanese yen? For what reasons?
Okay, usually they use for the expanding the working capital, like they just start 1 to 2 years. So it's just start early stage. So they have a booth, and then so they expanding their business capacity. For example, F&B business, they need to purchase a new oven or new vehicle and hire one person or shift it to the more bigger space. So this 10,000 ringgit, so it means 300,000 yen. It's a good amount for to expanding the initial stage of entrepreneur to expand their business capacity for first stage. And also when they start the events, they need to pay for the rent, for example. So they use for this money for this kind of joining events. So this is the way to how they use that loan.
So if the borrower is not the entrepreneur, what happens?
Oh, usually we focus on the this is business loan. So we only lend the money for the business owner, the small business owner. So we examine only the requirement is SSM. SSM is the registration certificate of the city municipal of Malaysia. So we only require this SSM registration. It means they are the business owner. So they have their own business. So this is the proof. Only we give it loan for expansion of the business.
So in Japan, so maybe the company owner and also sole entrepreneurship is also acceptable?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, sole entrepreneur, sole proprietor also fine.
Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. I think it's very clear. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe so we can talk to the Bank of Japan first.
Oh, really?
No. I'm just joking. Okay.
Okay. I'm really upset, and it's quite different.
And actually the one small banking institution in Tokyo is in my mind, and because this is a very it's not a bank. I think it's maybe Shinyo Kinko. Maybe I need to check it. Yeah,
I think it's a good starting point of the Shinyo Kinko.
Right, and because that's what I ask you. So being company owner and also entrepreneurship, and they're quite proactive now, and also they are looking for a sort of new technology. Okay, and I will contact the financial institution first, and let's see and how they react. And they are in the very in Tokyo sort of a local community. Okay, because the Shinyo Kinko is for the just local community. I think that this is even for the POC, it will be a good start. If we talk to big bank, and I think the project is too huge, I think it is manageable, right?
Yeah, I totally agree with. We can start it with this particular area with the small size as a POC. That's a very good starting point, I guess.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Ikebukuro area.
Okay, sure, right.
It's okay? Ikebukuro is okay for you?
Yeah, exactly. No problem. I living in now the Yotsuya Ichigaya area, so I totally fine.
Oh, all right. Sorry, actually, I'm not good at the Ikebukuro area, but you said okay, then I do that.
Totally no problems. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Then we'll get back to you with the feedback from the Shinyo Kinko.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So now we are done with all the program for today. So after this event, I'll send you the feedback form, and your feedback is very important for us to improve our event. So we are very appreciate if your cooperation. So If you have any additional question to MDEC or Global Finance Center or to the startups, please share your comment on the feedback form. Okay, so thank you again for your presentation. I mean, thank you for your time and see you soon.
And Jocelyn, I think this was a small event, but quite informative, and also the three presentations so great. I really like it.
Yeah. I'm
Thank
glad.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Jocelyn.
Sorry, can everyone just, stay for a little while more so that we can just take a quick picture?
Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you all turn on your video? Your video.
Can you turn on your video, please?
All right. So give me a second, yeah. Okay. So just continue smiling. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Well done, Motions Cloud and New XP and Attribution. All right. Thanks, Fukuoka team.
Thank you, everyone.